The dancehall and reggae space is home to a lot of positive artists. Artists which gained a lot of influence from the hardcore dancehall space. My next guest, reggae revivalist Kabaka Pyramid. Kabaka,
Blessed, oh God.
give thanks, my brother. Give thanks for the reasoning here, sir.
Yeah, man, hopeful, man.
So we're basically, having this huge discussion here at Sound Chat Radio, and the purpose of it is to kind of figure out if there is some connection between hardcore gun lyrics in the dancehall space and the behavior of many in Jamaica. In other words, is the gun lyrics adding to the crime rate in Jamaica? Is it having a negative effect on the people in society? And I want to get your views on that.
Yeah, well, for me, I mean, them things that come down to like statistics and actually doing research and data, but just the vibe, the feeling when you get off of the street, the feeling when you listen to news and when you get a pulse for what going on the street level. I feel like there's always been a certain level of influence, but at the same time, gun violence are going before gun lyrics in our music. You know what I mean? When you talk about, 70s with the whole politics friction and all of them kind of thing, like, it's been a factor. But I do think that, my honest opinion still, you see the cartel and Vada war, I feel like that was a transition point with like the mentality of the youth them in Jamaica. I mean, I've heard actually, even in other islands as well, you know what I mean? Like that specific war kind of like, there's certain, I don't remember which island somebody did tell me, but there was literally like a very low murder rate before them time there, then it changed after that. You know what I mean? And artists would have to get done and all kind of thing. But I feel like there was a line where gun lyrics never did too cross until that war there.
What do you think was so significant about the cartel versus Movado, Gully versus Gaza war that pretty much allowed that generation to look at lyrics, badman lyrics, differently?
There was a dark side to the lyrics, in my opinion. There was like an evil kind of nature to the lyrics. You know what I mean? A man a talk about them evil and like the devil a power, the devil a fear them, and it reached a point where I don't know, I never hear certain things they get so graphic. You know what I mean? In a them time there, and then you see influenced by that, you see like Family Forward, Uncle Demon and all of them kind of thing. And then it's like dancehall just set this dark tone. You know what I mean? And then the acceptance of bleaching and all of them kind of thing from the cartel influence, and that, influencing like the alkalines and all of these people. And it's like you're just going at the street now, and it's like you see the youth them with the bleach face and the tattoo of skin, and it's like just the feeling where you get it does not feel right, bro. You know what I mean?
Let me ask you
like
this.
That directly for do with the music,
Let me ask you this, Kabaka. In your own opinion, do you feel that the lyrics come first and then the action, or the action comes first and then the DJs speak about it on, in their music?
I think it's a chicken and the egg thing. You can't really, say one or the other, but both kind of influence. But it's like it can have a snowball effect if something don't change. You know what I mean? Where it just build up and it get worse. So the worst things that happen is the worse the music get, and then the worse the music gets. So it's hard to say, but I do feel like if the music wasn't as drastic as it was, I don't think there would be as drastic a change. You know what I mean? And I do have the numbers look in front of me to say how has the crime rate increased over what period, but I just know that Jamaica is like top 3 in the world, and it don't have to be that way. You know what I mean? And I know that the music does have an influence, bro.
What do you feel makes the gun lyrics of, we speak about the Cartel and Movado era, so let's use that and come forward with it, right? What do you feel that, makes from that point to this present time so relatable to the youth them? Why are they gravitating towards it? Why are they doing what the man them are talk about in the music, for instance?
I mean, I think there's a greater reliance on just the graphic impact of your lyrics. I feel like the wow factor thing is a major thing right now. Whereas back in the day, there was a lot of emphasis on your voice and your style and having a unique style. But it's like now, is the more you can say things that are gonna make people talk about it to them one another. It's like a viral nature. So the more outlandish you can get and the more absurd you can get with the lyrics is like the better now. And I feel like that don't only affect reggae and dancehall. It's the same thing I go on in the US. And when you pre songs like WAP and all of them kind of thing, it's just the more outlandish you can get. But I feel like we in a Jamaica we always take things to the extreme. You know what I mean? And I feel like it really come down to that. Like a man, let's look on Fantan Moja. It's like a man want to say things that are gonna make people dep on them phone. Like, yo, I can't believe the man said that. And that is the currency right now.
And the people are just following the wave, they're following the currency, and the negative impact is basically being more and more obviously seen.
Exactly.
Why did you choose to go the route that you went with your lyrics?
I mean, for me, it's just the music that influenced me, and knowing that it had that impact on myself, like take Sizzla Kalonji music, for example, that changed my life and bring me towards Rastafari. So if I know some music can do that for me, then I know some music can do that for all the other people. We all know the influence that Sizzla had. But not only Sizzla, Capleton, Buju, even go forward to Bob Marley, Peter Tosh days, Burning Spear. This is life-changing music. This is culture-changing music. So that is really the impact. If at the end of the day people can say Kabaka Pyramid, bring a level of enlightenment or a level of illumination to people's mind, then I know that is a great legacy to have. And that word more to me than you make a whole heap of you take up gun and kill them one another. You know what I mean? Or you go viral or you for whatever. So that is a currency that I look to have, and that's the value I put on my music because of what music did for me.
If Sizzla could have brought you through his music to Rastafari, can the gun lyrics bring the youth them to badness?
Definitely, you know what I mean, and I do feel like it can inspire because when the lyrics get on a real graphic level, it's like well, it's one of them tricky things there because we love to watch like movies and them things that we have violence and things. We love to. Them always a debate in the US or in certain places in the world. They think of video games and the minds of the youths and things. But at the end of the day, if something is right in front of your face, you're not gonna be aware of it. So on certain level, we know what music is. Music is vital. So it puts in certain frequency in the minds of the youth.
Mm-hmm.
Through the music. And music is the best way to brainwash somebody or to get somebody to act in a certain way using musical vibrations. So then putting these tones in the music, these messages in the music, and that must see through to the youth their mind on some level, whether it's conscious or subconscious. So that is really the impact of music. So it's such a powerful thing, and we have to know what we're doing with music. So for me, I don't really blame the artists them when I'm not sense. We never get no education. It's more the intelligent artists them where I come with the gun lyrics them. We go school, we know certain things. We have parents where they love them, and them I come with certain gun lyrics and certain things where just, you know what I mean? Just really derogatory to the minds of the youth them. That really bother me on a level. That is irresponsible,
I was just going to ask you, how do you feel about that particular artist that would say, well, the life in which he grew up in and everything around him in the garrison, this is what, he brings to life in his songs. And I was going to ask you if you feel that that person would be wrong for reflecting that in the music.
That is the thing. You can reflect things without encouraging it. That is the thing. It's like, I feel like, take Wu-Tang, for example. I grew up and listen to a whole heap of Wu-Tang. Them man, they talk about gun violence and them talk about selling drugs and them things. But it's not like them I tell the youth, them say, we do this because we love it. You know what I mean? This is just the life that the man them did have. And this is what them reflecting what happening in them environment.
Mm-hmm.
But I never yet listen to Wu-Tang and feel like, say, why me need to go sell drugs because them a tell me say yo I just that me need to do. You know what I mean? It's the same kind of vibe. Like we have social commentary, so you can talk about things where are going in a situation, but I feel like there's an element of encouragement with enough of the lyrics where that part bother me. But as I say, if a man no, have no kind of intelligence or no kind of education, it's almost like I can't blame him because all him doing is just doing what feel right to him. That is all him go around. It's almost like him don't know no better. But it's really the ones them who know better now. It's them one that I look to.
When I speak to some of the gun lyricists, a lot of them would draw back reference to lyrics before them, and the people who made huge careers out of the Badman image, the Badman lyrics, the Ninja Mans, the Bounty Killers, the Super Cats, and as they would say, they didn't start it and they didn't see where those lyrics that was DJ'd by those particular artists added crime to Jamaica, and they don't see where they are also adding crime to Jamaica. They feel like it is entertainment. For one, most of them use the word entertainment, right? And it should just be taken as such.
Yeah, so why them can't go up on stage and clash them one another? Because enough of them can't do it, because them know say if them dip on the stage together, it's real war I got broke out, But when Bounty and Beanie are war and Ninja Man and Super Cat, the man them dip on stage, that is real entertainment.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But now I say that certain thing maybe never transpire from time to time, but for the most part, it's Bounty and Beanie can tell you. You know what I mean? Them man will plan them on a war, them and them kind of thing. And go about it a certain way. So for me, it changed when you see say the artists them can't go up on stage and hold them composure, man, a push other man off a stage and gonna fly up on stage, and it's them thing that make people say, oh, this thing real, like,
So
and
back in the early
encourage the real badness.
Back in the early days, we knew Ninja Man was about his badness, but we also viewed it as an element of entertainment. You're saying no with the cartel and the Movado and moving forward, it can't be entertainment as they're describing it, because none of them would be willing to go on stage together. And if they do go on stage together, it probably would be a fight before the competition starts, correct?
The man them are pre real badness.
Mm-hmm.
You see me, the man them never want voice on the same rhythm them. Them never want appear at the same studio them. The man them I take the thing them personal. And once you take it personal, it gone on a different level now. It past entertainment.
And then the fans are feeding into it, correct?
Of course.
Now,
of course. So the man like man definitely a actual war over like Gully and Gaza thing, like actual war and them thing that go on over them someday. You know what I mean? And it's just a thing, like even in other islands too. Man really take up them thing that so the man them can't go on like say them not influence people, bro. It's just true maybe people not talk certain thing in a public.
Who were your inspirations growing up? I know you spoke about Sizzla bringing you to Rastafari, but before making that transition, where were you in the dancehall space? Who were you listening to?
I did love the lyricists them like Spragga, Sean Paul, Baby Sham, Bounty, them that era, like, cause I really touch high school 96, so at them time them really start to listen like dancehall, and as a youth grow up in a, like you just said, the uptown side of Jamaica. It's like, we're influenced by like the sound system, them Renaissance, Copper Shot, the sound system where I do the whole heap of remix them, like Super Dupes them, Black China, Code Red and them sound that we did have our own sound too. I remember we was one of the first sound them uptown to even voice Cartel. Fish get fry in the kitchen and all of them sang there. So them was artists where we did rate, we did link close with Wayne Marshall, Kid Corrupt did give us sound with name. So them is artists where we rate, like Kid Corrupt and Lugaman and the whole Dirty Cup, like a lyrics them man that they deal with. So it's just them things that we did love, especially as a man like me who did love hip hop too. So when the dancehall artists them forward with them flows, they were kind of like well technical and well lyrical, but did love them style.
What allowed you to gravitate to the Killers and the Spraggers other than lyrics? Was it just the way? Well, I guess it would be the way they were putting the lyrics together, correct? So it would
Yes,
definitely be the
but
lyrics.
yeah, definitely lyrics. As I said, I love lyrics. But the man them usually explore different topics too. Like I remember Bug Rhythm was like one of the biggest project them to it in our time. Especially me. If you listen to Rhythm, them it kind of sound like a bit like hip hop too. And then look into my eyes. Another level. Them song there's like it's like top lyricism. And the man them not encourage no violence and them things. The man them a talk about what really are going when you're pre-bounty and fed up and them sang the anytime we're hungry again, them I go see with nine. That is real badness now when you talk about defending yourself, defending your people. You know what I mean? And them thing that we love. When Sham say hands off my property, this is not monopoly. Holding my girl and she alone can be on top of me. You know what I mean? At them lyrics that we love. We love one and two gun thing for bus forward and thing, but keep it on a level.
Scene. Don't
You
don't
know?
get carried away, correct?
Yeah, same so.
Those of you who are locked in, we are talking to Kabaka Pyramid, reggae revivalists. And, by the way, Kabaka, I'm listening to a lot of the new music coming out for you, Brett, my brethren, and you go on with that thing. And I can't lie to you, brother.
Yeah. Yeah,
I mean,
man,
I'm
still
hearing,
rap about all this music.
yeah, man, I'm hearing some new songs from you, and I think it's safe to say that I can see the growth in in
Yeah.
in, in what you're doing. Um, I can see, the melodies coming out. No, I remember one time, persons used to say, "Well, Kabaka's just lyrics," and I know you love lyrics, but I
Yeah.
can now see it changing and some great subject matters and
Yeah.
some great melodies, and give thanks, my brother. Give
Thanks.
thanks for the music, bro.
Man, big up, man. Big thanks. Yeah, whole heap of work we put in, and so me I do whole heap of work with gang, and him always a tell me, yo, the melody them. So
Yes.
it's definitely a thing where, I try to evolve certain way and just get the thing on a level. Cause really and truly, Chin, is like early days, the music, I would say the first 5, 6 years since regular music EP, I was really doing music for myself, like music what I like to listen to. And that very lyrical, a lot of deep songs, a lot of, you know, like songs with certain message and them kind of thing. But after a while, I realized, I can continue doing music for myself, but if me go deal with music and put out music, where it's at the end of the day, it's a business, one aspect of it. You want to grow and you want to increase your platform and your awareness so that when you forward with these messages now, you have a wider audience to deal with. And in doing that, you have to make music for people. That is a thing where even Taurus Riley did show me from earlier too. And it take me years for it really sink in. So at the end of the day, the people them I listen to the music. So you have to incorporate things that people like into the music. It can't just be because me have a unique upbringing in the music where maybe not everybody can relate to. So you have to find ways to make your music more relatable, and that is a thing where I've been working on for the last couple of years, but on a different level. So, I give thanks, can see the fruits of them label there.
Yeah,
The
man,
flavor.
I'm hearing them and I'm hearing the melodies, and it's crazy that you're saying that Gang has told you like melodies, 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 because
Yeah, man, all the while,
without you
I'm a cuss with him more time about it.
but without you even saying so, I can hear it, and I'm like, wow,
Yeah,
this flow.
yeah.
Because here's the thing, you have already proven yourself as a lyrical artist. We know this. If
Yeah,
we're in these times, if we're speaking of reggae dancehall artists that are lyrical, your name has to come up
of
in
course.
the selection.
Yeah,
But I think your challenge has always been just making the catchy songs, the ones that
yeah.
people will sing along to, and I'm hearing them now. So, Brethren, you're doing
So,
a good job, my brother.
yeah, man, this time.
So, I mean, we'll catch up again, but in closing, you are saying that, there is some type of responsibility from the artist, and the lyrics that they talk can be very influential on the people who listen.
Definitely. Yeah, man, 100%.
Give thanks, my brother, and we talk again. Yes, sir?
All right, bless up, fam.